Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करना ढक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are 4 characters in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and Arvind Bhai has asked me to speak on these 4 characters. Not on Bhagavad Gita, but on the characters. When we study scriptures, are we academically oriented or spiritually oriented? If we become academically oriented, then our approach to Bhagavad Gita will be different. One example I'll tell you, then it will become clear. Once in US somewhere, I was invited for lunch, and there were about 25-30 people. So when I reached there, they said, Swamiji, please talk something on Bhagavad Gita. I said, you have called me for lunch. One thing at a time. Because only organ that is functional for me is my mouth. Either I talk or I eat. Therefore, I am a Bakasur. See, Bakasur means he keeps on eating or he keeps on talking. So, I'll take food, I will not talk. Then they introduced to one elderly person who had come from India, and he was teaching them Gita for last 5-6 months. So, he was introduced. Then, naturally, I had to respect him, imported stuff. So, he said, Swamiji, I want you to talk on 2nd chapter of Gita. So looking at his age, and he is a guest to somebody's house, maybe in-law, outlaw, who knows who is he. So I had to respect, because question of my survival, I won't eat food without that. So I spoke on 2nd chapter of Gita in half an hour. Thereafter, he said, I have got questions. I said, I don't entertain question answers. That is my rule. No, at least one question. Then the hostile looked at me. You know who is the hostile? No. Your father is a host. Because I am staying in his house. His wife is hostile. Feminine gender of host is hostile. And the children are hostilities. And I am hostage. So, I had no choice, but I had to say something. Okay, only one question. You know what was the question? How many verses are attributed to Drutarashtra, Sanjay, Arjun and Bhagwan Krishna? See? So only academics. Friends, scriptures are studied in a different way. See? When you take an object, like a book or a flower or a person, you look at that object. But when you take a mirror, do we look at the mirror or we look in the mirror? We don't look at the mirror, we look in the mirror. And in the mirror, we don't see the reflection, we see ourselves. So morning when we stand in front of the mirror, take the test tube, toothpaste and brush and apply it. And do we apply it on the mirror? No, on ourselves. So what is the difference? Objects are seen objectively. Scriptures are studied subjectively. Objectivity is academics. Subjectivity is spiritual life. See? So when we take these four characters, we have to look these four characters in us. Then only the meaning of Bhagavad Gita study is fulfilled. See friends, so first character is Drutarashtra. So because with Drutarashtra only the opening batsman was Drutarashtra. And his question was, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kim Akurvata Sanjay. He asked Sanjay. Now here also becomes subjective. How many people have told Bhagavad Gita? First, Bhagwan Krishna spoke to Arjuna. Second, by the grace of Bhagwan Vedavyasa, Sanjay heard the whole Bhagavad Gita. Vyasa prasada shrutavan etad guhyamaham param, Sanjay says. Third, Drutarashtra heard Bhagavad Gita from Sanjay. How many of them? 3 of them. And fourth, you are hearing from me. 4 of them. Now what happened to whom? See? How important it is. What happened to whom? So first character, Drutarashtra, let us see. Drutarashtra heard Bhagavad Gita from Sanjay on the 10th day. Bhagavad Gita was told to Arjun before the war began. What was told to Drutarashtra by Sanjay, it was on the 10th day. And then he asked this question, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kimakuruta Sanjaya. So, the surface swimmers, if you see most of the translations of Bhagavad Gita, the surface swimmer, they translate these only from Sanskrit to Hindi or English or Gujarati. See, on the Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, my children and Pandu's children having come for fighting the war, what they did do. Can this question be valid? Think how important it is. In the whole Mahabharata, nowhere it is mentioned after listening Bhagavad Gita what happened to Drutarashtra. Because nothing happened. So, who is a Drutarashtra? You and me. How many times we have heard satsanga? Has any change come in us? Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, I, you, my, tu. Kabaddi, 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 kabaddi. See? Continues. And who was Drutarashtra? Who was born blind. See? Because the blind person cannot see, whatever you may describe before him. There is a story which comes. 5 blind people, they went to see an elephant. You must have heard this story. And they were asked, kindly define elephant. What do you think elephant is like? What they will say? Oh, elephant is like a big pillar. Elephant is like a big trunk. Elephant is like a rope. Elephant is like a wall. Elephant is like that supada. See? They cannot have the complete comprehension what elephant looks like. See? Because they are not able to see complete picture at a time. See? We have to look at our life not in parts. We look at our life in parts and we become miserable. See, how we look at parts, this is just example. How do we look at parts at our life? I am a man, then I am a son to my father. I am a husband to my wife. This is just example. Do you know there are 2 types of people in this world? Those who are married and those who are happy. I belong to the second category. See? So, when I look at my father, I am a son. With wife, I am a husband. With my son, I am a father. With my brother, I am a brother. Now, when I talk of my life, or when I interact in this world, we don't interact in its entirety. We interact, see Swamiji, I don't know what should I do. I say, don't do that. No, I am fed up of my wife. What should be done? Divorce. No, I can't. Why? She earns. See, what should be done? Now what is happening? He is looking at his life in parts only as a husband. But he also have responsibility towards his children as a father. But he is so overpowered by one role that he is unable to look at the life in its totality. Like Drutarashtra was not able to look at the life in its totality. See, for him, my children, my kingdom, nobody should let them die. See, friends, so Drutarashtra, we have to lift him from Bhagavad Gita and discover in ourselves. See? So, when he asked this question, what could be the purpose of this question and what is the meaning of a question? Questions have got many shades. See? Suppose I ask him, hey, what is your name? So, I do not know, therefore I ask him his name. What is this? Drutarashtra coming? This has been coming again and again. Or is it a suggestion to me, keep shut? So, Drutarashtra is the one who asked this question, with which Bhagavad Gita begins. And you will see, nobody discusses on that first verse of Bhagavad Gita, including Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Bhagavan Shankaracharya starts his commentary from the 11th verse of the second chapter, and he tells in the first chapter only the Moha Prasanga that is only told. It is true. But first of all, we have to find out why this question was asked by Drutarashtra. See? So, we must know what are the shades of questions. So, one shade is, when I do not know, I ask, hey, what's your name? See? Second shade is, I want to examine somebody. So I asked the student, what is the state headquarters of South Africa? And if the student replies, sir, you don't know even this? Who made you teacher? So that time, this question has a different shade. So we want to examine the student. See? Now third question is, how come you are late? Now this question is a surprise. We don't demand any answer to this. See? Because you are always on time, how come you are late? How come you are disturbed? You are always ha-ha-hoo. How come you are disturbed? See? Now, the fourth and the most important shade is, one is surprised. What was the surprise for Drutarashtra? See, although Bhagavad Gita was told before the war began by Bhagavan Krishna to Arjuna, it was very clear for Drutarashtra and everyone that nobody can defeat Bhishmacharya. He was the strongest person of his time. See, invincible. If you have to understand his position, like in the Lilliput, the Gulliver goes, how strong he is, like a sumo. In the same manner, in front of all the warriors of his time, Bhishmacharya was the strongest one. There was no possibility of he getting defeated. That was a confidence for Drutarashtra. And yet, on the 10th day of the war, Bhishmacharya fell on the arrow bed by the powers of Arjuna, which was an impossible thing to happen. And that has shaken Drutarashtra. See? He was very clear, we are going to win. But when this happened, Bhishmacharya fell down, he was shocked. So his question cannot be, what happened on the battlefield? Will somebody say that when they went for playing the cricket match between India and South Africa, what they did there? They did their Bhangra dance. What they have done? They have played the cricket match. There cannot be a question of this type. His question was that of the surprise. Because every day, how many warriors are killed, how many horses were killed, how many elephants were killed, how many chariots were broken. Everything was reported to Drutarashtra after the war was over, that day's war. So this question cannot be valid. What happened when my children and Pandu's children have gone to fight the war? Kim Akurvata, what happened? Arey? See, friends. then what is the purpose of this question? The foundation of Bhagavad Gita is the first verse. And what is discussed in Bhagavad Gita is only one thing. See, in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. See? And what is the knowledge? Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasah. Knowledge is that which cannot be taught, which cannot be spoken of. Like, eyes can see everything. Eyes cannot see themselves. Try to see your own eyes with your own eyes. Try. You cannot. See? Therefore, when Bhagavan Krishna says, Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha, when you go to the wise people with all proper manners, salutation and inquire, so Upadekshanti te jnanam, no, they don't teach knowledge. Knowledge cannot be taught. See, friends, then ignorance has to be removed. See, it is like what? One example, the other day I was somewhere, I discovered this example. Friends, if you want to know what is spiritual life, follow what I do. Learn from every single experience of your life. If we do not learn from the experiences of our own life, God will fail. See, Bhagavan Krishna and Arjuna were together for a day or two. How many years they were together? What difference it made to Arjuna? So many years he was in the forest. That time, did he do meditation? Did he study? Did he know? I want to kill them, kill them. See, friends, it is so important for us to understand. See, therefore, knowledge cannot be given. Now, the example which I wanted to tell you was this. One of my regular practice is opening my suitcase and closing my suitcase. This must be yours also. Whenever you go to India or anywhere, the only thing is open and close the suitcase. Any suitcase you take in the world, it is always small. This happens with me also. Everywhere I go, they'll be giving this, giving that, and my suitcase may be thin initially, it starts swelling. And then there is no place. Can I add space to my suitcase? As we add contents, if there is no space, then add the space. Can you add space? You cannot add. Then remove the contents. Space is already there. Knowledge is already there. Like a suitcase, our mind is filled with garbage. And therefore, that knowledge is not available to us. There is a space sufficient, but so many contents in that suitcase that there is no more thing can be added. So if you want to create space in that suitcase, the only option is remove the 4th pair of shoes. See? In the same manner, we are all divine. We don't have to become divine. Kathopanishad tells, Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishtataha athamartyaha amrito bhavati atra brahma samashnate. What is spiritual practice? Freedom from carrying the load of desires in our mind. Remove the desires, divine is there. See, Taittiriya Upanishad tells the same thing. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna so shnute sarvan kaman sa brahmana vipaschiteti. He who has freed himself from all the desires simultaneously, not one by one. And this happens with every one of us when we are in deep sleep. In deep sleep, we are nowhere, we are nobody, we are never, and because of that, there is no desire. Because there is no desire, we are all happy. And because we are happy in deep sleep, we snore. Can the happiness be silent? Hey, be happy, be silent. No. See, when you people get married, do you get married silently? No. That is the only happy day in your life. So make noise as much as possible. See, my friends, therefore, remember this is the case of Drutarashtra, and Drutarashtra is none other than you and me. See, how simple it is. We take things for granted in life. Friends, never take things granted for in life. Every moment we must live in alertness. See, so important. What happened with Drutarashtra? He has taken for granted. Nobody can defeat me. Bhishmacharya is with me, Drutarashtra is with me, and there are so many of them. These Pandavas, they don't understand. Let them suffer now. What can be done? Friends, spiritual life is living 100% alert every moment. You may trust a cobra. Don't trust your mind. Mind has to be strictly disciplined. When we take things for granted, we are going the wrong way. See? And this is exactly what happened to Drutarashtra. And therefore, what his question means. See? His question was not what happened on the battlefield. His question was a surprise. How can it happen? This is the beginning of the question. How can it means what? How can Bhishmacharya fall to the arrows of Arjuna? How can he fall? See? In reply to that, Sanjay tells. So, Bhagavad Gita first told by Bhagwan Sri Krishna to Arjuna before the war began. Second, all what was happening on the battlefield, Sanjay says, Vyasa prasada shrutavan etad guhyamaham param. By the grace of Bhagwan Veda Vyasa, staying in the palace, I was able to know, see, hear, even know the thoughts that were passing through the individual person. Everything was known by Sanjay by the grace of Bhagwan Veda Vyasa. See, one person asked me this question. Swamiji, don't mind. I know you don't like question, but this always troubles me. How it is possible that when whatever things were happening on the battlefield, from the first day up to the 10th day, how can Sanjay know he was staying only in the palace with the old blind king? How can he see? You see, this said, he told himself, by the grace of Veda Vyasa, I know how it is possible. I said, do you know computer science? He said, no. I said, then I'll teach you. Then I told him, I had some issue with my laptop and I could not sort it out. So I called my friend in US and I told him, hey, this is the issue I am not able to do. What should be done? He said, Swamiji, do this. I will enter your computer and sort it out. He was in Las Vegas. I was in Mumbai. From there, he entered my computer and sorted out whatever the problems. How it is possible? Are Dumbo, you have to study for that. Because we don't understand doesn't mean it is wrong. See, friends, be attentive. Like the hackers, what the hackers do? They enter your computers from a distance, isn't it? All these Mahatmas who know what is going on in your mind, they are hackeranalla. See, Bhagwan Krishna was a great hacker. See, my friends, how simple it is. It's not difficult. So, his question was, what happened because of which this impossible could be there? Now, in reply to this, Sanjay begins. See? So, if you see at a surface level, what will be normally done by everybody? Drutarashtra vacha, dharma kshetre, kurukshetre, and when they do academics, they are worried about how many verses are attributed to whom. That man in the US example I told you, he asked me this question. Swamiji, please don't mind, how many verses are attributed to Drutarashtra, Sanjay, Arjun and Bhagwan Sri Krishna? I said, I don't know. No, you are avoiding. I said, listen, but I got two principles. After I talk, no argument, no logic. Topic is over. Okay. I said, number one, Drutarashtra only one verse. But after hearing the whole Bhagavad Gita, what happened to Drutarashtra? No mention anywhere, because nothing happened to him. We are all Drutarashtra. So many satsang have come and gone. Nothing has happened. We sit as a challenge before the Mahatmas. Now you try, Drutarashtra is that. Second thing, how many verses attributed to Bhagwan Sri Krishna? Yes, 0. Bhagwan Krishna did not say one single verse in Bhagavad Gita. How can you say like that? I said, show me your Bhagavad Gita. So he showed Gita Press publication. I said, where is it written? Bhagwan Sri Krishna Vacha, show me. No, it is written Bhagwan Vacha. I said, Bhagwan is Ram, Bhagwan is Krishna, Bhagwan is Shiva. And there was one Hindi cinema actor, his name was Bhagwan. See? Here also we have got Dr. Bhagwan. See? Bhagwan Vacha. See, friends, then I told him, Bhagwan Sri Krishna did not speak one word in Bhagavad Gita. You may call him Bhagwan Krishna, but he was not. Bhagwan Krishna was born to Devaki. So Devaki Putra Uvacha is not said. Yashoda Nandana it is not said. Gopika Prana Vallabha it is not said. See? Bhagwan Uvacha. And what are Bhagwan Sri Krishna's words? Ajopi san navvyatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakrutim swam adhisthaya sambhavami atmamayaya yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. This is Paramatma ajaha api, although unborn. So, the one who spoke in Bhagavad Gita is Sakshat Parabrahma Paramatma with the garb of Sri Krishna. See how important it is to understand. But we get lost in the non-essentials because Bhagavad Gita is not to be read, but it has to be reflected upon in our day-to-day experiences. So, this Sanjay, he started telling Drutarashtra. See? And what he said, Sanjay uvacha दृष्ट्वा तु पांडवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधन सदा आचार्यं उपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् पश्यैतां पांडुपुत्राणां. He starts. You know what happened? Drutarashtra Maharaj, hey king, when both the armies were standing in front of each other, that time your son Duryodhan, he went in front of Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, and he said to them, to whom? Who is invincible, Bhishmacharya, who is their guru, Dronacharya. To them he started teaching. See? Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Shamo. See, their army is so powerful, and he gives the names of the various powerful warriors on the side of the Pandavas. See? And also he tells that take care of, to other warriors he tells, now take care of Bhishmacharya. Bhishmacharya was enough to destroy the whole world. But Duryodhana had a doubt. Maybe he may go to that opposition party and my government will fall. And therefore, he tells all others, protect Bhishmacharya. From whom? He should not run away and join with Pandavas. He had a doubt, suspicion about the intentions of Bhishmacharya. And then further, he says to Dronacharya. Dronacharya was a teacher of teaching the war affairs, but he was a Brahmin by birth. Brahmins are good teachers, but they cannot fight wars. So Drutarashtra had a doubt whether when the time of killing the Pandavas who were taught by Dronacharya, will the Guru like to kill his own disciples? He had a doubt about it. See, Duryodhan. Duryodhan is a character who has doubt about everything. He has no faith in anyone. See, therefore, he started blabbering. And when this happened, Bhishmacharya thought that I think I must now change the topic. And therefore, he took the conch in his hand and started blowing. Therefore, for all practical purposes, Kauravas were the invaders and Pandavas were protecting themselves. Pandavas did not start the war. See? And that very moment, Bhagwan Sri Krishna and Arjun, they came on the battlefield. And here Arjuna asked Bhagwan Sri Krishna, see, who are those with whom I had to fight, let me check. And the second thing, he uses bad words for Kauravas. Atatai. Atatai means terrorist. Terrorists should not be given any opportunity. Without trial, they should be shot dead. Terrorist. So he had these two negative things in him. First negative thing, with whom I have to fight, let me check. As if he didn't know. Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, the most powerful people of his time are there. But Arjuna had one problem. He had this arrogance of perpetual success in his life. This Arjuna is not outside, it is in us. Friends, failures can be digested. Perpetual success in life is very difficult to digest. And therefore, it is necessary we must have failures in life. About this, I'll tell you. In California, there is one Amma, very rare type. She has started a restaurant, Annapurna restaurant. When I land in San Jose, from the airport I go directly there, have my nice meals. Therefore she is good. So now she has become like a family friend, the kind of thing. So she was telling me once, Swamiji, my son, he may be of his age only, he is, very good in chess. So once he asked me, Mummy, I want to learn chess. She said, okay, go and join in your school, the chess class. He joined. And in few days, 3, 4, 5 days, he became so powerful in understanding the whole game that he defeated all the children in the school who were there learning for years together. Not only that, he represented the state at the national level. See? And out of the 5, he won 4. 5th he was defeated. And then he came home, Mommy, his mother, this is what his mother is. He said, I am very happy you are defeated by 1. Then she said, we must have a balance in life. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. See friends, therefore remember this message from Bhagavad Gita. Whenever something unexpected, wrong happens in our life, it is for us to change the direction of our life from the wrong to the right. See? Now if you take an example, suppose you get toothache. I had terrible toothache before coming here in US. It was difficult to talk even, so I used to put my hand here and give lecture. So there was somebody, doctor, and he said, Swamiji, I have never seen you talking like this. Why you are doing like this thing? I said, there is a tremendous toothache. He said, come, I'll take you to the dentist. So I went there. Then she saw whatever she has to see, gave some medicines, and it was cured. Now, that pain was given to me to torture? No, to tell, hey, something is wrong, take care. If this is clear, exactly when we get hurt in our life, no, something is wrong in your thinking. Correct your thinking. How important it is. But we don't recognize that. We only go on blaming the world. Therefore, don't condemn failures in life. They are essential part of the life. Arjuna never failed in any of the wars that he fought. Therefore, one of the name of Arjuna was Vijay. He was never defeated. See? And because of that, the arrogance of success. See, friends. And such people, those who are arrogant of their success, they may be successful in the world, but within themselves they are a complete broken personality. See? So, when Arjuna asks this thing, take my chariot between the two armies, let me check who are those with whom I had to fight. Kairmaya saha yoddhavyam asmin ratasamuddhame. He had that arrogance, as if he didn't know who are in the opposite army. He knew who are there. And yet that arrogance, see, when arrogance overpowers us, we are suffering from Arjunitis. See, protect yourself from arrogance. Vidya vinayena shobhate. If we have something, my friends, it is God's gift. See, friends. But Arjuna had that organ. And therefore, problems are created, problems are designed in our life for our evolution. See, like when I was coming through the security and some of the airport, those people said, hey, your shoes are unique. What are they? I said, there is a designer's piece. See? And I have designed it. I got it made. I wish I can buy it. Where can I buy it? Can you give me? I said, I can give you free. If I give you, but I am not going to give you. See? Therefore, every event in our life is a designer's piece. It is necessary for our evolution. See, Bhagwan Krishna and Arjuna were not for the first time on the battlefield. They were together for years together. You all know, last time I told you, on the battlefield, Bhagwan Sri Krishna was 89 years of age. And Arjuna was 86 years of age. All the wars, fighting is because of the oldies, not because of the kids. And they want to improve the children. Are oldies, you improve. Children are beautiful. See, many people tell Swamiji, why don't you take some classes for the youngsters? I said, I have no complaints about youngsters. They are doing very well. The problem of the world is the old people like me. Constantly demanding respect. These days, the children don't respect us. What do we have that they should respect us? There is a saying in Hindi, लंबा हुआ तो क्या हुआ जैसे पेड़ खजूरा छाया नहीं पथिक को फल लागे अति दूरा. Like a palm tree, khajur tree, the fruits are far away and the shade also is not possible for anybody. In the same manner, we are old. What is our contribution? That we are old. If I am a doctor, yes, I have studied, I am a doctor. I am old. What we have done? It is the poor earth running around the sun and our age is growing. And the arrogance of that age. See, friends. Therefore, remember this very important thing. If we are hurt in life, know for certain our thinking process is wrong. Change your thinking process. But instead of that, we want children to change. What was during our time as we were young and what is today, I tell you, if we have to study what our children are studying, we will fail. How much knowledge, how much available And to manage that tremendous knowledge is not so simple. See? How sincerely we have to think about it. And therefore, when Bhagavan saw Arjuna's thinking process is wrong, so he created a problem for Arjuna. There was no problem. He came with a view to fight the war. He was prepared. But Bhagavan saw, now his thinking process is wrong, he should be corrected. And then when he was told, Senayor Ubayor Madhe Ratham Sthapayamechyuta, Hey Achyuta, Hey Krishna, kindly take my chariot in between the army. Now see the trick Bhagavan played. He had options to take the chariot between the two armies, anywhere. Just imagine for the sake of imagination. If Arjuna's chariot was taken and placed in front of Duryodhan Dushasan, will Arjuna ask any question? He will start the war. Because he has come to kill them. See, but what Bhagavan Krishna did? See? Bhishma Drona Pramukataha Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pasyaitan Samavetan Kuruniti. This is the heart of Bhagavad Gita, this verse. Of all the kings, warriors on the battlefield, Sarvesham cha Mahikshita, of all the warriors on the opposite army, Bhagavan Krishna took the chariot Bhishma Drona Pramukataha in front of Bhishmacharya Dronacharya. After having taken there, if he keeps quiet, he is not Krishna. Chabi maake chhod di. So what he did, Pashya etan kurun Partha. Hey Partha, hey Arjun, do you know? Pandavas and Kauravas, they belong to the same family. Therefore, Pandavas were equally Kauravas, belonging to Kuru Vansha. See? Like Dasharatha's Putra, Dasharathi Ram. Similarly, belonging to Kuru family are Kauravas. So as much Kauravas were Kauravas, equally Pandavas were also Kauravas. And then Bhagavan says, Pashyayitan Kurun Partha, Samavetan. Now you don't have to fight with enemies. You have to fight with your own people. Now this is a message for all of us. See, friends, we all suffer, get disturbed, become miserable, never because of the enemies. We become miserable because of our nears and dears. If some news comes, one person, he was over drunk and then he went and shot few people and then he was overpowered by the police. Now a case is going on. And if we hear that, what we do? We become philosophers. These days the children have become so rowdy, the parents don't take care of them. I don't know what kind of parents they are. No, but I was talking about your son. Oh, my son? Yes, he did all that. Immediately everything changes. See, friends. Now come little closer to yourself. See, if I am disturbed because of this sweet child, I will go away. But if I am disturbed because of my own mind, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ? Who is our real enemy? Nobody other than ourselves. See, friends. And this is what exactly happened to Arjuna. His problem was, Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe Drunam Cha Madhusudana Ishubhi Pratiyotshami Pujara Varisudana. Hey Madhusudana, the killer of the Madhu demon, Arisudana, the destroyer of the enemies. Hey Madhusudana, Arisudana, Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe Drunam Cha Madhusudana. How can I kill Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya in this war? They are Pujaraho Arisudana. They are worthy of worship. Those who are worthy of worship, how can I kill them? See? Meaning, killing the grandfather Bhishmacharya is not a problem. Killing the Guru Dronacharya is not a problem. Problem is, what? If it is your Guru, I can kill. If it is your grandfather, I can kill. But you know, they are my Guru, my grandfather. How can I kill them? Where is the problem? Neither killing, nor grandfather, nor Guru. The problem is mine. See? Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. Dekho Maharaj. Therefore, we have to learn, mind your mind. This is the crux of whole Bhagavad Gita. We take care of everything. Here I am very happily able to say that all the houses wherever I have gone, so clean, neat, the food is very good, fresh, prepared at home, not getting from the market by the, I don't know here, whatever are the delivery boys. No. Uber food. Everything is cooked at home. So neat, clean. Houses are so good. See? So you feel very good. In the same manner, if our mind is like that, we are at peace with ourselves. So as much we take care of our houses, then as much we take care of our body. We take only organic food. Food is never inorganic. Food is always organic. See? So many things. Then we take care of our health. We go to the gym. We do exercise. We go for running to come back home. See? Very good. Take care of house, your property, your business, your body, all required. But what care we have taken of our mind? See, my friends, I'll tell you very clearly, you may not like it, who cares? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Neither our parents, nor our teachers, nor our grandparents ever taught us how to think. See? Our condition is like a forest where there is vegetation, plants, and also there is a garden where there are vegetation and plants. But when we go to garden, we are so happy. When we go to forest, we are afraid. To find out our mind is a garden or a forest. As much we suffer because of our own mind, we don't suffer because of anything in this world. See, friends, therefore, this is the Drutarashtra. This is the Arjuna in our life. Therefore, mind your mind. If we can take care of our mind properly, we will be able to get a right message from Bhagavad Gita through the character of Drutarashtra. Otherwise, we will be so much under the influence of our own delusion, taking things for granted. Never take anything for granted. Every moment must be lived in alertness. See, give it a try. Bhagavad Gita will descend in us. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.